Hey everyone, so I had a lot of questions on some of the Anastasia products that came in the kit, but I'm also going to do a review and a tutorial on some of her other products that I got recently at Sephora. So first things first, the brow pen, which I did a review on my blog, and it's basically a felt tip marker, sort of a pen. It's a long wearing brow tint. And with feather-like strokes, you can achieve a natural looking brow. And it only comes in one universal shade that's supposed to work for everyone. And as you can see, it lasts and it stays on. I'm trying to rub it off, but you could probably still see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to use her Brow Wiz mechanical pencil in brunette. One end, of course, has the pencil and you can just turn it up. And the other one has the spoolie. So I'm going to take the spoolie, let's clip my hair to the side first, using a big old clip. I'm just going to brush all the hairs in one direction. And you can do it whichever way you're used to doing it. This is just my method of the way I do my eyebrows. I mean, I really don't care for my eyebrows too much, even though I know it frames your face, but usually I'm pressed for time, so I just kind of have to do everything really quickly. I take the brow pencil and I just outline the bottom very faintly, just so I have an idea of the shape I'm working with. It also gives me some kind of a guidance when I finally do apply the brow pen. Then I take the brow pen and in feather-like strokes in one direction, I slowly start to create my brow and fill it in. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's slowly becoming darker and darker. And of course you can clean up any mistakes either with a Q-tip or just dab it with your finger. Another thing that I love that she has is the brow filler. It's a double-ended wand. One has blonde on one end, one has brunette. And it's good because if you're in the middle, you can definitely lighten it with the blonde, or if you're darker, you can definitely darken it with the brunette. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use blonde. And the powder is actually in the cap, and it has an agitator that pushes in and out, so you constantly get powder every time you take out the wand out. And it's a sponge tip, and it's pointed. And you can just gently fill in your brows. I like this. I just don't really like the applicator too much. I mean, it's not hard to use, but it's kind of thick, so you kind of have trouble really navigating the actual tip, but it's not so bad. You can definitely use one of her Highlights matte pencils. I'm going to use matte, and I think this one is Camille. And you just kind of lighten it underneath the brow bone, and it just kind of brightens your eye, gives it a more awake look. And then you can just dab it with your pinky finger. They both come in matte and shimmer, so it's just depending on whatever you choose. I'm using the matte pencil in Camille. She also has her tinted brow gel in caramel. And you can also... Now I'm just using all her products. This is not necessarily my method. I usually just use the brow pen, the felt tip marker one, and the Brow Wiz pencil, and usually that's good for me. But I'm just trying to squeeze in all her products in at once so that you can get an idea of how they work. My favorite of hers is, of course, the clear brow gel. It definitely holds and it doesn't give you that sticky hard feeling. And you just gently brush it in one direction so your hair stays in place all day. In case you ever need to go back and maybe reshape, you can use the brow pencil. You can make it darker. And in terms of finding out where your eyebrows should begin, as well as where to place your arc, you just put a pencil against your nose like this, parallel to your eye, and you will see that that's where your eyebrow starts. Now if you move it a little bit more to the right, you'll see where your arc should start. You can also do it for the end too. And those are pretty much some of the things that came in our kit. Of course, it's the typical spoolie and the angled eyeliner brush, and the stencils, which I hardly use because, like I said, I'm usually pressed for time, so I don't really have time to just sit there and stencil everything in. But that's pretty much how her products work, and I really love her products. I mean, her eyebrow products are phenomenal. I mean, there's just so much to choose from. But if I had to pick a favorite, definitely the brow pen. I mean, I carry this in my purse all the time. It's really quick and easy to use, and it's very natural looking. It doesn't give you that kind of hard, rough edges. Since you're using it in feather-like strokes, it's pretty light. So I hope that helps you guys in terms of the Anastasia products and helps you decide which one to buy. If you have any questions, you can feel free to leave a message here on YouTube or comment, or you can definitely check out my website and leave a comment there, and I'll definitely try to answer you as soon as I can. So I hope that was helpful.